Plexum is a fully integrated platform, which includes a lot more features and functionality that's going to be demonstrated. In this video, I'll explain how the Plexum software builds a genealogy and how it places people into it. A genealogy has two kinds of hierarchy: an organizational hierarchy and a class rank hierarchy. We will discuss the class rank hierarchy in another video. In this video, we will cover the organizational hierarchy. There are two ways people can be added to a person's genealogy, aka organization. One through a web registration form and manually added by the administrator, usually because a person filled out a paper application and then faxed it in. When a person is placed into a genealogy, the software follows a left to right placement rules, except with some variations, which is based on the type of genealogy that is being built. With Plexum, there's three types of genealogy: Uni-Level, Force Matrix, and Binary. I'll explain the difference in a moment. But first, let's get familiar with a few basic placement rules, genealogy, hierarchy, and terminologies. The Connors wanted to join the company and sell its products and services to earn a commission. You sponsor the Connors. When you invite others to join a company and sponsors them, then you become their sponsor. Now, you and the Connor are distributors of the company. This term is used interchangeably with representative, affiliates, partners, independent business owner, consultant. Okay, Lou, who sponsored you, is your upline. Jill, who sponsored Lou, is Lou's sponsor, but now your second level upline. Upline are distributors who are directly above you: your sponsor, your sponsor's sponsor, and so on. Anyone below you in the organizational tree is called your downline, your team, your group, or organization. Every distributor that you have sponsored and all the distributors that they have sponsored, and so on. As your organizational tree grows, you're going to create multiple levels. Your level 1, your level 2, your level 3. Genealogy levels is a term generally used to describe your downline. Pay levels are used to illustrate what you will earn for each sale activity on each genealogy level. Okay, the first genealogy type is the most powerful because the company can clearly determine their max payouts per item sold, and it's the easiest to understand by distributors. A Uni-Level is generally unlimited width, so you can sponsor as many people as you like, and everyone that you sponsor will be placed on your front line. So if you go out and you sponsor someone, that person will be automatically placed in the A position. You sponsor another person, that person be placed in your B position. The software goes from left to right, and it finds the first available empty position, and it places your new recruit there. Same thing occurs when A sponsors someone, so the system will find the first available spot from left to right, and then place A's new person in the first empty position. What determines a Uni-Level's depth is the pay levels. How many levels you want to pay compensation for every sales transaction. Pay levels will determine how far a person can see down their organization and how much they get paid for each level in their genealogy. The next genealogy type, Force Matrix, works very similar to a Uni-Level. Unlike the Uni-Level, a distributor can only have a certain amount of people on their front line. In this example, we have 3. Once the front line is filled, spillover occurs when you sponsor your 4th person. So let me show you how this works. As you go out and you sponsor someone into the company, that person is automatically placed on your left side. The system finds the first available empty position and places your new recruit there. You go out and you find someone else. That second person you find is placed on the first available empty position, going from left to right, in this case, the right of A. Let's say C was spilled over from one of your uplines. Same thing will occur. You're not C's direct sponsor, but C is now on your front line. And because you've already filled the first 2 spots, it's going to find the first available empty spot going from left and right, which puts C to the right of B. Here we're going to show another scenario. Let's say you went out and sponsored D&E. B sponsored somebody. Well, B's new recruit is going to go in their own genealogy. I'll illustrate this to show you that every person's genealogy works independently. So basically, spillover is when someone sponsors more than the number of distributors occupying their front line. So the concept of spillover comes into play. In a 3x6 matrix, you can only place 3 people on your front line. The 4th distributor that you sponsor will spill over into the matrix and be placed under one of your front line's distributors. Third genealogy type is the binary, which is becoming very popular because of its unlimited growth potential. But this type of genealogy can be complex to manage and understand. Any genealogy having 2 legs, a right side and a left side only, is characterized as a binary genealogy. The big advantage to a distributor, there is not a depth cutoff in this genealogy. Binary can be implemented in so many ways. So let me show you how placement works in a binary. When you go out and sponsor your first person, that person is placed on your left leg. You go out and sponsor someone else, that person is placed on your right leg. As you sponsor another person, that person is also placed on the left side of your left leg. You went out and sponsored a fourth person. That fourth person is placed on the right side of A on your left leg. Remember, following the placement rule, left to right, finding the first available unoccupied spot and then placing your new recruit there. So this is how the binary placement works. In the same scenario, when you have spillover, you can have spillover in a binary as well. Someone spilled over into your organization, the system will find the first available spot from left to right and place them in the first unoccupied position. And it's going to search level by level. So it's going to search level 1. If it doesn't find a unoccupied spot, it's going to drop down to level 2. It's going to search all the way across from left to right on level 2. And if it doesn't find an unoccupied spot, it's going to drop down to level 3, and so on until it finds an empty unoccupied spot to place the new recruit in. Okay, so the binary can be implemented in so many different ways and variations from company to company. So I will demonstrate here how a compensation is calculated and paid on binary. When a retail sale takes place, commissions are calculated in real time. Each distributor are able to view their running total of their pending compensation from within their back office. In this illustration, each time an item is sold by a distributor, $1 is earned. As sales activities occur, one of the legs will have more activity than the other. This will become your strong leg. Administrators can pay all commissions on a weak leg or all commissions on the strong leg or pay a weak leg match. What this means is the system will total up all the commissions on the weak leg. In this example, it's $7. Your right leg is your weak leg, and the total commissions earned on your weak leg is $7. Then it will pull the matching amount from your strong leg. So ultimately, the distributor will get paid a total amount of $14. So the company will send that distributor $14. The remaining balance on the strong leg will stay on the left until the next payout, unless the administrator opts to flush all unqualified commissions. If flushed, the remaining $3 will be flushed out, meaning the distributor forfeits the commissions and both legs starts from zero for the next payout period. So that's how the binary works on the Plexum system. Keep in mind, every genealogy type has its strengths and weaknesses. You should consult an MLM consultant to explore the advantages and disadvantages of each type of genealogy. I hope this video helped, and thank you for using Plexum.